Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Richard Morgan and today we're heading off to another World Circuit race. Before we do that, I'm just going to pop up to the options and make sure that I'm on the hard difficulty, which I am. And we're going to come out of there. We're going to be going to Laguna Seca for the Porsche challenge that was released in the 1.54 update. So if we go to WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, we come across the Porsche Cup is the last of the races that we need to do here, so we'll select that. And my choice of car is the new Porsche 911 Turbo S. It would be rude not to use the new car, but I have had to make a few changes in here. First of all, I've put the sports soft tyres on. The suspension is completely normal, as is the differential. The transmission, the nitrous is all normal. But I have made some changes in here, which I'll look at a moment. Otherwise, the supercharger, the intake and exhaust are all normal. I have got the carbon brakes on it. Otherwise, everything is all standard. So the brakes are the only thing I put on there for a little bit of extra stopping power. I have got, we're at 648, so I can actually adjust these ever so slightly more. So what I might do is just take a little bit of the ballast off just to bring me back into line. 650 is where I need to be. I'm just going to take the ballast off, I think. 650.07, so 649.97. And that is with my output adjustment at 90, my ballast of 57, and the power restrictor at 90. I have moved the ballast forward towards the front by 25 points, so minus 25. Just to give myself a little bit more front end, especially under braking and turning in. I tend to find that made life just a little bit easier. So with the tuning set for this car, let's get into this one and see how quickly we can get this done. So this is the Porsche Cup at the WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. 5 laps. Let's get in and see how we can do. Okay, so I have got the traction control is set to 1 in this one. Otherwise, nothing to worry about with any other settings. And you can see that this Porsche is already, even with the power being reduced slightly, it's still very, very, very quick. Now, I'm just going to clear some of this traffic and then I'll just talk you through how I went about this a little bit more. For the moment, just want to clear these slower vehicles. You can always pause and rewind the video if you want to see exactly what I'm doing with my throttle, steering and brake inputs. For the moment, just taking it nice and easy. On these sports tyres, obviously useful to try and get your braking done in a straight line if at all possible. Get it done nice and easy. And then the other thing that I tend to do with these sports cars is just leave the gears a little bit higher than you might think. So if you think that you want to be using second gear, then maybe give third a try. If you think you need to be using third, give fourth a try. It just tends to settle the car down a little bit more and it makes it a lot more controllable through the corners. If you do get a slide, then it's quite easy to catch that with the steering wheel, I'd imagine with the controller as well. This particular setup is nicely balanced and a beautiful car to drive. So at the end of the first lap, and we've got 5 laps to go from the back to the front on this one, we are sitting on lap 8. Now bear in mind I am narrating and commentating on this one while I'm racing it, so I'm not necessarily going for a clean race bonus because I am likely to make 1 or 2 mistakes whilst I am talking. But this is more just to show you just how easy this one is even on the hard settings. So at not quite the end of lap 2, we've just started lap 2. We're up to 7th position at the moment, 13 seconds behind the leader at the moment. And I'm just going to thread my way through. You can see there, 4th gear, just keeping the car really nicely planted, enabling me to carry the speed through the corner. As we go underneath the bridge, I'm just going to take it down into 3rd. Be really careful. You can see the car almost decided the back end to come around as I went down the gears there. Again, if you feel that you want to be in a slightly lower gear, think about going just 1 gear higher, and that tended to be really key for me in this car, as it does with a lot of the sports cars when you've got the sports tyres on. And I tended to find I could have gone with the sports medium tyres, but for this race I found that the sports soft tyres were really good. They did stick, and even when you get a bit of a slide like you have there with the soft tyres on, it was very, very easy to catch the slide and then get onto the accelerator really, really quickly. Right, so as we come around to finish lap number 2, let me just give you a few pointers for the track, as we are now in 5th place and chasing down the lead. As soon as we come over the top here, just over to the left hand side, I'm looking for the number 4 on the left hand side there, just before the dark black marks in the road. I need to do that because I was catching the yellow car, and then I'm going to try and go around the outside. But on the number 2 there, just getting it down into 3rd gear, a little bit of a brake, that did cause me just to lose the back end slightly, as I mentioned, whilst I was trying to negotiate that car. I need to push on a little bit because the leader is quite a fair way down the road, but we are up into 3rd, and hopefully through this corner we should be able to get up the inside of this one for 2nd place, and that is basically halfway through the race. Let me keep my gear sorted out whilst I'm talking. Just take the inside of the corner there, just cut that curb ever so slightly. As you go over the top here, get over to the left, and then again you're looking for the number 4 on the right hand side, getting it slowed down into 1, up into 2nd gear, through the corkscrew, up through the gears. 5.5 seconds behind the leader now. 4th gear through there, just to carry the speed and to keep the car balanced. Number 2 on the left hand side, I wanted to be a little bit further over to the left hand side. And again, the number 3 here, hard on the brakes, down into 2nd gear for this corner. Get on the accelerator as soon as we can. And we're about to start lap number 4 with the leader just over 3 seconds ahead of us. So just pick up the inside of this corner here on the number 4, get it straight before you brake. You can see I wasn't quite straight there, and the back of the car just wanted to come round ever so slightly, so I needed to just catch that. Not think too outrageous, but again there, just catching the steering as the back end wants to come around just while we're using that 3rd gear. Just at the end of that corner, where the curve where you've got the white bit on the left hand side is where I turn in for that one. Again, just underneath the bridge, on the brakes. Again, I'm just using 4th gear through there. Didn't want to run into the car in front, so just backed off a little bit too much there, which is giving him a little bit of a run. Oh, did catch the back of him that time. We carried a lot more speed through that corner. He's got the speed up the hill, so we're going to brake on the 4. We should be able to go up there outside. He's leaning on me a little bit through this corner. The AI getting a little bit pushy through there, so we just hold our own. Again, you could just have waited, followed that car through the corkscrew, but for the sake of this video, I just want to get on and get this one done. Nice easy race this one. So with a whole lap ahead of us, we are already into the lead. So 3rd gear out of that one. So again, as we come across the line, you're just looking to get across to the left hand side, and then stay left as you go over the top, getting it straightened up into 4 on the number 4, getting it down into 3rd gear just to get some rotation for these corners. Beginning of the curb there now, I'm so far ahead, just leaving it in 3rd. I could be a lot more careful on the throttle and the accelerator now that we're out in front. Again, the number 2 at the end of that curb, just start to turn it in. In fact, I probably didn't need to be quite as aggressive when I first started this race. Be a lot more progressive with the brake and the accelerator. This car is so quick. We're nearly 3 seconds ahead already. The number 2 on the brake as you go over the top, just try and pick up that curb on the inside. I just went a little bit deep on there. Up the top here, left to the right to those curbs, hard on the brakes as you go over the top, just leaving it in 3rd now as you go down through the corkscrew. Just opting for a higher gear now, just so the back end is not moving around too much, because we've got all the time in the world. Down into 3rd, just get this rotated through here. Again, I'm not even using all of the track now. Braking early, turning in early, just keeping it all really nice and easy. And we're going to come across the line some 4 seconds ahead of the car behind, pushing for 4.5 seconds, I think. So that was how I did that Porsche Cup at Laguna Seca. So very, very easy with that setup. Just under 4 seconds ahead of Serrano in second at the end there. And a very, very easy win. Fastest lap as you would expect. I did have a touch. So I think that the fastest lap would have gone, the clean race bonus would have gone away from me. If I wasn't talking, would have been easily able to get a clean race bonus there. So there we go. That was my choice of car, this brand new Porsche 911 Turbo. Beautiful car, really easy to drive, very, very nicely planted. I did go for the sports soft tyres because they were much better than the sports mediums, and then adjusted the power settings accordingly, popped a little bit of ballast on there just to bring the PP into the window that we needed. Moved the PP slightly forward, which gave me a little bit more front end, which helped with the turning in and the braking, I found anyway. And all in all, a very, very, very easy win. In fact, what I am going to do is I'm going to do this one again and get my clean race bonus without commentating, because it was an enjoyable race. It was very easy to do, and quite a nice bunch of credits for that one, all said and done for just a few minutes work. Nice move around the outside there. Great looking car, great car to drive. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have, please hit the like button for this video. If you want to find more of these videos that I do, then please hit the subscribe button for the channel and the bell notification for more that are coming soon. I am trying to get all of the World Circuit races in my library, whether they are easy or extremely difficult. I try to do all of those, and I'm doing them all on the hard settings at the moment. Right, thank you ever so much for watching. I will see you in another video coming very soon. For now, take care. Bye bye.